All right, and hello. Ho, 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 ho. I usually try to do it a little bit longer and carry it on so that we can be cute and all of that. But honey, right now my nerve is not letting me do this. Okay, we have a lot going on, and I wasn't going to get all off into this particular topic tonight, but we're going to have to. For those of you who are new and don't know who I am, I'm Big Meat, honey, and you are dishing tea, darling, tea, dishing tea. With Big Meat, and tonight I'm going to have one of my co-hosts that come in with me. Right now we are going to bring in the one and only Miss Aunt Nikki. Hey, baby.
Hey, boo. You
What's
need you
going
needed me to finish that up for you. Needed me to. That was just the end of it. Yes, I had to get,
on?
always waiting in the wings. Hey, everybody.
Okay, they done pulled Keisha out of bed, child. They done got Keisha up. Okay.
Yeah, because she just asked them fools
I
to
know.
peacefully protest.
And they were.
Now she had to get up
And,
because here comes some dummy
okay,
tearing up stuff.
okay, let's get into it because well, wait a minute. Before we do, let me let y'all know a couple of things that's going on, honey. I want y'all to get into this girl, honey. And I haven't officially
I
met
swear you
her.
gotta bring me one down. You gotta
Okay.
bring me one down. That green one. I know the green one. I'ma like the green one.
Yeah, well,
Because they usually got like sour apple something.
Wait a minute,
What you got tonight?
well, tonight, honey, I got two of these. This one is, they got adult names, so the language is going to be kind of vulgar, but y'all know I don't care. But I try to make sure, yeah, I try to prepare everybody so that it don't seem like I'm just throwing something on you. But my girl
Right.
here, the Fourth Ward Originals, honey, she's here in Atlanta, and you see she make these little squeeze bottle cocktails. Wait a minute, I'm always throwing off my camera. She make these little squeeze bottle cocktails, child, and this here is absolutely fantabulous, darling. All it takes is just one or two squirts, honey, get your night on. As you can see, it come with a carrying case on its own and things. And if you want to share, uh, if you want to share, all you gotta do is just take. Mm, ooh, mm, that's
You
just
all right?
oh.
But you ain't tell us the name. We got prepared for the crazy name.
This one here, well, I got two of these. This is called what? Make Me Nut.
Is that the one you just
Uh,
squirted in your mouth?
this one is frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took this out the freezer. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I get a little bit out of here. Mm. Oh, wait a minute. I just discovered something.
What?
Girl, this is a fabulous slushy. Oh, oh,
I live for a good slushy now. I ain't gonna hold you.
oh, baby.
I live for a good slushy.
Put
One
it.
that'll put me on my ass, okay?
Oh. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
You got to tell the people all about it and where to get it from and stuff, because you ain't got the banner going across.
Keisha going off.
Uh-oh. What's she saying? I cut my TV off so I could come on with you.
You are disgracing our city. You are disgracing the life of George Floyd and every other person who has been.
Yes, Keisha, I hear her. Custom kids out.
We are better than this. We're better than this as a city. We are better than this as a country. Go home. Go home.
Tell
In
them.
the same way I can protect my son on yesterday, I cannot protect you out in those streets. You're throwing knives at our police officers.
Right.
You are burning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They throwing knives at the cops?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all trying to take, what your mom and them used to say? Y'all trying to take somebody eye out.
Turner started seeing in Atlanta 40 years ago because he believed in who we are as a city. There was a black reporter who was arrested on camera this morning.
Right.
He works for CNN. They are telling our stories. And you are disgracing their building.
Child.
Hey, down there. Why would you tear up the CNN building?
America. This is chaos, and we're buying into it.
Say it, girl. I'm gonna put it on pause right there because I know they're gonna wrap that. They're gonna loop that all day. I got the
Y'all
TV.
done got Keisha mad now.
I saw her neck roll, baby. I said, "Oh shit!"
Her neck start rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, she mad. She mad.
That's what I said. I'm ready for her to cuss because I thought she said, "Take your asses home." That's
She
what
should
I
have.
say. And she should
have. They probably listened. She should have said, "Take your asses in the house."
She really should have. Oh, and they done got T.I up here, child. They done bought T.I out.
Oh shit, T.I too. Turn it up.
Yeah, they done bought T.I.
I wish you had both the cameras so you could turn one on the news.
Oh, I know, child. That's all right. Can y'all hear it? Can you hear it?
I heard when Keisha was talking. I don't hear T.I.
But Atlanta is a place where we can set an example of prosperity, and we've done that for generations. People like Dr. King, Maynard Jackson, Ambassador Young have paved the way for us. And when everything else goes away, when you don't get treated right in New York, when you don't get treated right in LA, when you can't get treated right in Detroit, when you don't get treated right in St. Louis, when you don't get treated right in Alabama, Atlanta has been here for us. This city don't deserve it. However, I understand that a lot of others do. But we can't do this here. This is Wakanda. It's sacred. It must be protected.
We know, Cole.
He said, "This is Wakanda, honey. It's sacred." And they got Killer Mike.
Uh-oh. Killer Mike coming? Ooh.
I'm the son of an Atlanta City police officer. My cousin is an Atlanta City police officer. And my other cousin, East Point police officer. And I got a lot of love and respect for police officers, down to the original 8 police officers in Atlanta that even after becoming police had to dress in a YMCA because white officers didn't want to get dressed with niggers. And here we are 80 years later. I watched a white officer assassinate a black man. And I know that tore your heart out. And I know it's crippling. And I have nothing positive to say in this moment. Because I don't want to be here. But I'm responsible to be here because it wasn't just Dr. King and people dressed nicely who marched and protested to progress this city and so many other cities. It was people like my grandmother, people like my aunts and uncles who were members of SCLC and NAACP.
They do, Cole. Yeah, they do need to charge those other cops.
Orange, Mrs. Alice Johnson, and Reverend Love, who we just lost last year. So I'm duty bound to be here to simply say that it is your duty not to burn your own house down for anger with an enemy. It is your duty to fortify your own house so that you may be a house of refuge in times of organization. And now is the time to plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. It is time to beat up prosecutors you don't like at the voting booth.
Okay.
It is time to
Tell them, Mike.
accountable chiefs and deputy chiefs. Atlanta is not perfect, but we're a lot better than we ever were, and we're a lot better than cities are. I'm mad as hell. I woke up wanting to see the world burn down yesterday because I'm tired of seeing black men die. He casually put his knee on a human being's neck for 9 minutes as he died like a zebra in the clutch of a lion's jaw. And we watch it like murder porn over and over again. So that's why children are burning to the ground. They don't know what else to do. And it is the responsibility of us to make this better right now. We don't want to see one officer charged. We want to see 4 officers prosecuted and sentenced.
Amen.
We want to see targets burning. We want to see the system that sets up for systemic racism burnt to the ground. And as I sit here in Georgia, home of Stevens, Georgia, former vice president of the Confederacy, white man said that fundamental law stated that whites were naturally the superior race, and the Confederacy was built on a cornerstone. It's called a cornerstone speech. Look it up. The cornerstone speech that blacks would always be subordinate. That officer believed that speech because he killed that man like an animal. In this city, officers have done horrendous things and they have been prosecuted. This city's cut different. In this city, you can find over 50 restaurants owned by black women. I didn't say minority, and I didn't say women of color. So after you burn down your own home, what do you have left but charred and ash?
Tell them. Tell them.
Ted did a great thing. I love CNN. I love Cartoon Network. But I'd like to say to CNN right now, karma's a mother. Stop feeding fear and anger every day. Stop making people feel so fearful. Give them hope. I'm glad they only took down a sign and defaced a building and they're not killing human beings like that policeman did. I'm glad that they only destroyed some brick and mortar and they didn't rip a father from a son. They didn't rip a son from a mother like the policeman did. When a man yells for his mother in duress and pain and she's dead.
His mother is dead.
Don't let it happen to me. And we watch that. So my question for us on the other side of this camera is, after it burns, will we be left with charred, or will we rise like a phoenix out of the ashes that Atlanta has always done? Will we use this as a moment to say that we will not do what other cities have done, and in fact, we will get better than we've been? We got good enough to destroy cash funds. You don't have to worry about going to jail for some petty. We got smart enough to decriminalize marijuana. How smart are we going to be in the next 15 or 20 years to keep us ahead of this curve? So that much like when South Africa suffered apartheid, you had Andy and other politicians that could make sure that Atlanta said, Coca-Cola, we love you, but if you don't pull out of South Africa, we're going to leave. We're not going to drink Coca-Cola anymore. Coca-Cola jumped on their side and apartheid ended. So we have an opportunity now.
Teach.
Because I'm mad, I don't have any good advice. But what I can tell you is that if you sit,
We need to put Mike in one of them offices, honey.
Your home to the ground, you will have time to properly plot, plan, strategize, and organize and mobilize in an effective way. And two of the most effective ways is first taking your butt to the computer and making sure you fill out your census so that people know who you are and where you are. Making sure you exercise your political bully power and going to local elections and beating up the politicians that you don't like.
We coming, y'all. Just stay with me.
Yeah, we just want y'all to hear what Mike is saying.
You want a different senator that's more progressive, that pulls marijuana through? Now is the time to do that. But it is not time to burn down your own home.
Come on now.
I love and I respect you. I hate I don't have more to say. I hate I can't fix it in a snap. I hate Atlanta's not perfect for as good as we are. But we have to be better than this moment. We have to be better than burning down our own homes. Because if we lose Atlanta, what else we got?
Right.
We lose an ability to plot, to plan, to strategize, to organize, and to properly mobilize. I want you to go home. I want you to talk to 10 of your friends. I want you guys to come up with real solutions. I would like for the Atlanta City Police Department to bring back the Community Review Board, one that Alice Johnson was formerly under Chief Turner. We need a review board here.
Oh, shit. They've been having camera issues.
Stupid shit. We need to get ahead of it.
He said that he live on
That's my
TV.
recommendation to my mayor.
Did he say something about stupid shit?
Well, let's get ahead.
I heard stupid shit.
We don't need an officer that makes a mistake once, twice, 3 times, and finally he kills a boy on national TV, and the next thing you know, the country is burning down. We don't need a dumbass president repeating what segregation is said. You start looting, we start shooting. But the problem is some officers black and some people gonna shoot back. And that's not good for our community either. I love and respect you all. I hope that we find a way out of it because I don't have the answers, but I do know. We must plot, we must plan, we must strategize, organize, and mobilize. Thank you for allowing me some time to speak. I'd like to appreciate our chief for what she said on YouTube. I thought it was very bold to do. I'd like to appreciate our mayor for talking to us like a black mama and telling us to take our ass at home. I'd like to
Yes.
my friend for convincing me to come here. Now I defer to Joe Beasley now because he knows a hell of a lot more than we do. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna put it on pause right there because I think
Okay, let's get it popping.
shut that down. Okay,
Okay.
I y'all see this is going stupid as stupid does. Let me preface this. Okay, because this whole thing here started very peacefully here in Atlanta. Okay,
For hours from what I saw on the news.
yeah, this thing started about 3:00. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
news came on at 4. Okay, so they've been covering it and carrying on. It was complete. It was so peaceful to where I didn't believe they were marching because usually folks are chanting and this, that, and the other, and we didn't have a lot of that. Okay,
Yeah.
they were walking the street with their signs.
Well, when you told me to look, I
Uh-huh.
thought it was so peaceful. I was like, damn, I wish we was down there with the cameras.
I know I said the same thing because I didn't even know this was going on.
And then all of a sudden I see people running.
Right.
And then they ain't know why the people was running.
Right.
And then you called me back and said they're defacing the CNN sign. And I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Where I am with that. Let's go right there. Because I understand that young folks, got this passion. Okay. And they pop and this, that, and the other. I understand all that. But see, this is where it becomes premeditated because motherfucker, you came down there with the spray can.
Right. Why did you bring it?
You came down there with eggs to throw. You came down there with equipment ready to set it off. Okay?
Causing a bunch of other people who came to peacefully protest to
Yes.
liably get hurt.
Yes. Yes. See, this is what this is. And see, this is how, like, folks who say, oh, but they got Bernice King up here. I don't feel like hearing. Okay, I don't feel like hearing her. And that's no disrespect to who she is. It's just that, they put a lot of reverence in her because she's Martin's daughter.
Because she's Martin's daughter. Yeah.
And this, that, and the other, and oftentimes,
I mean, we can check back and hear what she said later, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that later because right now she's not finna set it off. Killer Mike just shut it down. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Mike feels all of us want to burn every damn thing down. But if we burn it down, then what do we have?
I know.
What do we have?
Here's where we are. Organizations like Black Lives Matter, because they're getting a bad rap for not being organized.
Right.
Okay. They're getting a bad rap because there's I ain't got the comments. Hold on. They're getting a bad rap because you get the renegades that come through and fuck it up for everybody else.
Right. You see what Cole says right now. Protests aren't the answer. They always turn out bad.
No.
They go in with very good intentions because the people who organize it are not going to tear up shit.
Right. And then there's usually an end point because usually when you're marching and you're protesting, there's a chant that you're protesting.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you go to the mark that you meet, and then you do your speeches and your rally, your battle cry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have this. They started off at Centennial Park. They went down they were going through the CNN building. I think they were going to the Capitol building and back.
Yeah. And back
to Centennial. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what was all that for? Because see, once they got to the park, I mean to wherever they were going, there was nothing there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing there. Oh, Chad, this damn phone gets on my nerves. Ain't nobody told you to talk phone. Okay, that's shit. Okay. Okay, hit this girl in the head. But that's what we have. Wait a minute, Leah. What is this? Hold on. I hope things don't get bad either. They had a protest here in DC earlier. Hopefully, they don't get out of control. See, here's the thing, and
Yeah, I
like I
called
said,
up to Philly. Brian said he didn't hear anything. You know, he always got the news on, so I don't think there's any protests in Philly as of yet.
uh-huh.
But a lot of the cities are having them.
I get tired of young folks getting out of control because we have not equipped them with how to handle their anger. You
Yeah.
understand? We have not given them conflict resolution skills to show them, okay, when you get mad, excuse me, when you get mad, when you get upset or whatever, you have to count. Remember to count from 100 backwards?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, see, they're allowed to throw tantrums now, you know, because they ain't allowed to get that ass whooped no more like back in the day.
Okay, Cole said yes,
So
but the few that head out with bad intentions, also you're counting on the KKK cops to be peaceful. Protest gives them an excuse to do their shit. That you know what,
absolutely.
and I agree, but we have to change that narrative because see, for 2 hours up in here, for 2 hours, this protest was peaceful as hell.
It was very peaceful.
It was very,
They were
very.
out there they were talking to the commissioner and everything. She was in the center of it.
It was very
And they could have really, I was nervous about her being in the center of it.
right.
Because in my head, I was like, oh shit, if it pop off, she
Right.
in the center of all the people. She wasn't in the center of the police.
Right.
She was in the center of the people. And I
Right.
was like, oh God, please. But
It was
she was.
until there was a scrimmage that they had over at the CNN building. I think somebody was either
Mhm.
trying to get in the building or something. The police ran over there, whatever. They had a couple of
Oh,
little
that's probably why they had all start running earlier when they couldn't figure out why they was running.
but now what is happening? They made the CNN letters their point of contact, or, you know, their situation, and then now you're gonna break out the spray paint and shit. It was fine up until that motherfucking moment. Okay, because
Yeah,
now
like why would you have spray paint?
why did you
Because
bring
you
spray
went with the intentions on doing something you ain't that was
paint? Exactly,
stupid to the
and
cause.
that there is what's going to is what's going is what fucks up the program. Okay, and when you say, well, I understand the anger, but we can't. Can we have peaceful, organized protests? We lose the message when we act like maniacs.
That's
Exactly
what we
true.
saying.
Exactly
That's
true.
exactly what we saying.
How do we get this message to our young people who are now leading the way and who are the voice of the future? See, they're the ones, and I understand the radicalness of it. I understand wanting to get somebody's attention. I understand, you know, we got to fight it. We got to be in it again. No, fuck this
Yeah.
shit. Fuck the police. Fuck this shit. I'm tired of them always jumping on us. We need to let them know that we ain't no punks. I
Yeah,
understand.
because we all feel like that. We all feel like that. But you have to understand that when you go out to make decisions like that, when people came for a peaceful reason and you went for another reason, you not only put your own life in jeopardy, but you put a whole bunch of other people's lives in jeopardy.
Life in jeopardy.
Now
And
I'm not let me say this real quick because I'm not condoning this, but I'm just going to give an example.
no,
If the if the
Cole said
uh,
protest never end peacefully. It's a nice thought. Cole, that's a lie. We have many
no,
protests
that's yeah.
ended
It's a
peacefully.
lot of protests that end
A lot of
peacefully.
protests
We
that-
just get to see the ones that don't end peacefully.
exactly.
Those are the ones they show.
And here's the thing, and I think the reason why they're not considered protests because usually they're called marches. Okay, the March
Hmm.
of Washington was a March of Washington, but that was a protest. And when we had
Hmm.
marching and carrying on, hell, a few years ago when when they were walking up and down and shut down the damn freeway and shit up in here. Uh,
Oh yeah.
remember that a couple years back?
Yep, sure did. Which killing was that one for?
I think that was for Philando Castillo.
Oh, okay, for
Okay.
Castile.
Yeah. Now, what they had to do was come in and they had to tell her, "Don't fuck up the freeway because you stop and you
You
stop
stopping traffic. People couldn't
over there.
drive. But that made them notice. They didn't tear up nothing.
Tell nothing."
But I thought that was a good one.
Yeah,
Like
that
I tell you what, well, ain't nobody going nowhere then. Y'all want to hear us? Y'all gotta pay attention to us.
pay attention. Okay, we're gonna shut everything down, and carrying on. Exactly, Nikki is right. The spray paint and alternative motive was unnecessary, completely unfucking
Exactly.
necessary. It was completely unnecessary. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna say this
Go
because
ahead, because I gotta say something that's gonna be inflammatory, but I need to make a point. But go ahead, you first.
I'm gonna say this, that the motherfuckers didn't start getting that way until they saw the damn news cameras come out there.
Oh.
Right.
But it looked like it was a bunch of news out there. It was a bunch of people with cameras. I could see them.
Yeah, they phones, yeah, but when the news
No,
started,
I'm talking about cameras like ours. I saw
oh yeah,
Canons and Nikons. I
yeah,
saw Canons and Nikons out there.
yeah, but they were taking, those were still shots. The news was going live. Because now you jump in front of the camera, you get to argue with the news reporter. Because now
Okay.
to tell a story, and they got to duck and dodge you because this is a live shot, and you've been
You're right. I just thought about it because when I was watching, it was mostly aerial.
Yeah.
It was the aerial shot. So you said once the cameras got down there in front of them, they got to showing their ass. Okay, got it. Got it.
Because now you know you finna get to be on television. You're gonna fly off the F-bomb because you can, because it's a live shot.
Because it's live and they can't.
Live and they can't edit. Okay?
Yeah.
So now that you know you got motherfucking attention, you now finna get ready to cut the fuck up. Okay?
Right.
And that there, I think, and here's where this is for me, because it's twofold.
Yeah, because then I feel like that's not for the cause. That's for you to maybe go viral. That's for you to go viral and shit. That ain't about what's happening. That's not about Mr. Floyd and his family.
Exactly. And that's exactly where I'm going. Because for you to sit up here and want to spray paint shit, and then the spray talking about oink oink and all that old bullshit. Okay, that's what you put out. Fuck that. Because see, now I was on the radio show yesterday, and when Brian, the guy that was in here the other day with us, he was on a radio show on Blog Talk. He's Brian the Hammer Jackson, and I was on the show yesterday, and he said something that pissed me off. Okay, and he got into this whole thing. You know, I believe Brian is biracial, but at the same time, you know, he's one of those black guys that sees the world through a different lens. And what I mean by that is he doesn't play the race card simply to say, I'm gonna play the race card, you know, power to the people. He doesn't necessarily play that particular card. You know, he's more listen, yeah, black folks are having a hard time, but the world is having a hard time. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's the same as motherfuckers saying Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, but
because all lives do matter, but all lives aren't in jeopardy right now.
To his credit, though, I understand, because see, as someone, and this is why I'm saying I believe he's biracial, or if he's not biracial, he's light skinned, okay, and and not being
what that got hold on.
And in that, to where you have his diction is very his diction is very proper, whatever. You can tell he's been around a lot of Caucasians and carrying on, and he's been inoculated with their culture, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that we as black thing. We as blacks always see folks like that as, oh, you trying to be white. No, I'm being me.
Well, because I grew up around a lot of white people and stuff like that, I never see it like that. I see it like, if you grew up around a whole bunch of white people, you're not trying to be white. You just grew up in that environment. Just like there's always one white family in the hood.
Right.
And that white boy is not trying to be black. That's just how he grew up. So I kind of never see it like that. I just was fortunate enough to where my mom lived, where all the white people lived, but my grandma lived in the hood, and I chose to be in the hood as much as possible. Because the first time they called me a nigga, I felt some damn type of way, even at 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
So, so I get it. But what did he say? Wait, somebody's asking you a question.
Where are the black leaders of today? Where are our 21st Martins or Malcolm? People only show up for photo ops, not the peaceful protest.
No, you just heard one on the news. Killer Mike is one of them.
But I'm gonna say this, and Killer Mike is Killer Mike, Because see, we got to stop looking for Malcolms and Martins.
That's
Okay?
what. Well, yeah, you right.
We
Killer
got
Mike.
to,
I just like the way he speaks. He's
yeah,
always to the point, and he's always for the betterment of what we can do as a people.
right. And see, and the reason why I say it like that is because we are all look at this bitch. Look at this bitch.
What
Okay.
happened?
Huh? The news reporter sitting up here talking. She got all this goddamn weave and her lashes in her hair, and she's sitting here with her hand.
No.
You know, like she posed with her damn broke ass neck and shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. You sitting up here trying to make a damn political statement, but you ain't doing
But wait,
it.
you said that was the news reporter?
No, this is some bitch standing behind him
Oh, okay.
with the sign. Yeah.
Trying to photobomb?
She-
Girl, bye. See, you trying to go viral. That's not about the cause. That's about going viral. Sit your ass down somewhere. If it was about the cause, you would wait your turn to see if that news reporter would talk to you and let her know what you had to say.
Exactly. And that there would be the thing. And then everybody want to throw up, they want to throw up finger. This one dancing. Look at this fool. He dancing.
I'm
I cannot.
gonna say that.
I cannot.
Like we were talking about how the few people go down with intentions on doing dumb shit, right? Now I'm not saying please under no circumstances, and if anybody try to take a sound bite of me, what the fuck I'm saying, and not take the whole thing, I swear to God, I'll sue the shit out your ass. The thing is, us not being as organized as should be in most aspects. So when you got those few little people that go down with the spray cans or whatever y'all got, the mayor, I heard her say somebody throwing knives at the damn police. What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Right, throwing a knife at a weapon.
Yeah, you throwing a weapon, which will cause everybody to get hurt. Everybody, they will start shooting. And as far as I know, Atlanta don't shoot no rubber bullets. Okay. So you causing people to get killed. Now, I feel like a lot of people feel. We so frustrated that you feel like burn all that shit down.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what is it going to help? It's not going to help anything. It's not going to help anything. And you ain't even organized in that.
Right.
Now, you see how they was in Minneapolis. They was not the fuck playing. They went and burnt down the police station. They weren't playing with them.
Right.
For over 6 hours. I don't know if they've come back, but I watched Lovely T because you know that's where she's from. So she had been going down to the protest. She said they set that police station on fire and the police left for like 6. At the time that I watched her, she said for over 6 hours there were no police. No police. So think about this. You made a statement and kind of a good one, but think about it if somebody got hurt somewhere else that ain't had shit to do with this.
Right. Exactly.
The police needed to be called because some other shit was going on.
The shit was going on.
Ain't nobody coming.
Let's go here. Because I'm a tightest in to what Brian said, because I never said what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me what he said.
What he said that pissed me off royally was he said, all of y'all out there being fucking ignorant, why don't y'all go back home, pull your motherfucking pants up? Why don't you get a goddamn job? Then he said, what you need to be doing is going out there, and when you marching, you should be thanking the police officers and saying thank you because they arrested the guys. They actually arrested them. Justice has been served because there was an arrest. They haven't done this. Did
he say justice has been served?
He said justice was served because they actually got an arrest so quickly. He said they have
arrest a lot of them cops.
No, they don't arrest them.
That ain't justice. They arrest them. They let them go. They don't charge them.
Right.
They don't get sentenced.
That's not even arrest. What they do is put them in custody. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not arrest.
Justice will not be served until they are charged and convicted. Well, they charged until they convicted and sentenced.
Like I said, I don't want motherfucking justice, child. I want.
Yeah, you can keep that bullshit.
I want action because justice gets served cold very often. Just
And
as
I mean, I appreciate that they locked up the one man, but the other three officers, you, as far as I'm concerned, you are conspiracy to commit murder because you didn't help. That shit say y'all there to protect and serve. Y'all didn't protect or serve nobody. You helped that man kill that man by not stopping him.
here's what
So they need to be charged as well.
here's where it is.
Yeah, they
Here's,
about to put us under martial law. They don't even understand it. They under martial law up in Minneapolis.
here. When
She
we
said they couldn't go to. They can't go to the store. They can't do nothing.
no, because they fucked it up. You burned it down.
She said, God forbid if people ain't go shopping before this, because if you ain't
Okay.
got no food in your house right now, you fucked up.
Okay. But here's where it is. Because when he said that, I had to come on and I said, and I told him, I said, Brian, that's bullshit. I said, you
Yeah.
want us to thank them for doing their motherfucking job? I said, then on top of it, yeah, they had to jump on it early. I said, because the video itself, that's unequivocal what it is. We ain't got to wait for no backstory. We ain't got to wait for what happened prior to it. That there was a 10-minute video that was live that went on, and you had your knee. Everything is right there. I don't give a fuck
And then
what.
they showed the body cam from one of the other officers that came up. So when they first put him in handcuffs or whatever, and when he first fell and everything. So all that, he was resisting arrest. All their own body cam showed him no the fuck he wasn't.
So all of that. No, we know they had to do their job. There's nothing about that says anything. The part that's pissing me off, now that they not burned the fuck up out of Minneapolis,
Now what?
the Minnesota Bureau of Investigations now, they done arrested the cop now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What got me upset about it was that now you want to act as if you did something, and when the press was asking you questions, you want to sit down there and have an attitude with your questions. Well, we didn't feel
The police chief. Yeah,
well,
I
no,
seen that.
you want to sit down there and have an attitude because they're asking you questions. Well, what was the difference between last night and now? Because see, had y'all done this, you didn't have to charge that motherfucker yet. Y'all could have sat down there and made that goddamn arrest and had him sit his ass in jail.
Exactly. And none of that wouldn't have happened. Not they wouldn't have burnt the police station.
With folks that, hell, my son is sitting up there waiting for you to sit down here and find out what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is this?
Mine too.
Ass in jail.
Mine too.
Wait until this shit is done.
Mine too.
How the fuck is that? And now that they done burned down the motherfucking city and shit, now all of a sudden you want to sit there and say, oh, well, now we got evidence to say we had to make sure that we had everything right. What else do you motherfucking need to say everything was right? Because when it's me, if there's a regular citizen on the goddamn street, y'all go based on that the body cam. And you make an arrest based on the body cam and on the other camera footages that you get, bitch. And you put them in custody. You lock their asses up until whatever.
He should have never been able to go home that night. He should have never been able to go home that night.
Home and sat down, got him a last piece of puss, a last piece of anything.
Nothing. You should have been able to explain to your family what's about to happen or none of that shit. You should have been in a motherfucking holding cell and they give you the phone call whenever the fuck they feel like it, like they do anybody else.
Okay. Shit. I can't. I cannot. And
What you say, Zakia? What does Zakia say?
I do pray no one gets hurt.
But they getting them.
They're getting to them.
And
that's in pockets. Okay. No, honey. Wait a minute. Wait. No. They're not getting at them. They're getting at all of us, honey. They said they're fucking up police cars. That's our tax money.
Yeah, shit. We pay for that.
We pay for all that. Not the corporation. That's us paying for that.
That's why people gotta understand. Just like Killer Mike said, you burned down all your own shit. You paid for that.
Right. Now catch this. Then they looted. They done broke in one of the bars downtown. Went up in there getting on the goddamn alcohol and shit. They done walked out with the bottles. Now, The bars don't open until Monday. You know, bars open Monday.
I don't even want to talk about it. Yes, I know. The bars, the clubs, motherfucking music parks.
Now, here we go. See, we don't open up a whole motherfucking Pandora's box with this one. Because now, this one here can file to get more government money.
Because y'all broken their shit and stole their shit and damaged their shit.
Hello.
And then you'll be looking around talking about, well, why we ain't get another stimulus check?
So you can go buy some more Jordans. Or go get your weed man together. Or better yet, go travel to one of those states that where is legalized and get your connector who got their weed card to go to the dispensary to get you hooked up.
The bottom line is people. Well, wait a minute. You want to go ahead and read that one because that looked like a long one.
Yeah, Edwin said, I just got home watching CNN. I just thought about something. To the rest of the world, America is looking like a hot ass mess right now. Since Trump became president, all the ugly truths about our country are coming out. The land of the fraud and the home of the brutality. Ooh.
Well, that's absolutely what you're saying is facts about who we are and the way the world is looking at us. But they've been looking at us like that for a long time. And that's because I'm a world news watcher. I watch world news. I watch a lot of German stuff, well, a lot of African stuff. I watch German stuff because I used to live there twice. But they've been looking at us like that for a long time. And the minute we let dumbass 45 in there, that was a wrap for them. The last little bit of respect they had for us, we're out the damn door.
Let me put a proviso here because see, you can talk the language on the flip side from what Edward can talk it. Because Edward understands that whole military life or whatever because of his job, but you being a military wife and actually had to travel and carrying on.
Yeah.
And been overseas and things, you get to see it from a different perspective. But the type of job that Edward has, he oh, wait a minute.
What happened?
The police done cornered somebody. Oh, I thought they was arresting. No, I thought they was arresting. No, I thought they were getting him, honey, because he sitting up there arguing with the police. I thought they were going to get him. I was going to say, yeah, because I know they were going to get one of them because they're going to get the bitch that's the black guy with the dread that started standing on the police cars and started jumping on the windshields and shit. And
then they keep forgetting there are cameras everywhere. We have drones. We have satellite cameras. We have everything. So whoever they want to get, please believe nobody is really getting away with shit. Big Brother been watching. Okay? They just go after whoever the fuck they want to go after whenever they want to do it. So when whoever they choose to make an example out of, they will. And they might not get you tonight, but they might show up on your motherfucking door tomorrow.
How about that?
Or the day after.
Now, as I said, this is stupid is as stupid does.
And they proving us right.
Let's go here because we could talk about this all night and all of us could have our own opinions because this is still unraveling. They still out here in the streets of carrying on and things. And we're live right now. So it is now 9:46 p.m. Okay. One thing I can say is that most of these bitches out here got masks on. So at least they corona in.
Yes, at least y'all staying safe in the bullshit. Stay safe in the foolishness, honey.
Washington is truly the third right reborn.
Right.
I understand man justice. Damn, he said the third right, honey. Oh.
Well, you know Trump family is from Germany, honey.
Well.
I'm just saying, they don't fuck with him. They don't even acknowledge him. But that's where he come from. So listen.
Police shooting. Now, I'm not versed in this as I would like to be. This is coming out of Tallahassee, Florida. Okay.
Oh yeah. We were trying to get some news on that today.
This is Tallahassee, Florida, and this is a trans man who was killed by the police. Okay, trans man who was killed by the police, and from what I'm understanding, he was shot between 10 and 14 times. Okay. But there's some circumstances before that.
Yeah,
Apparently,
because he did something to somebody else, but 14 times from the police. It's not like the people that he had an altercation with didn't shoot him the 14 times.
right.
The police did it, right?
He did. Now I'm sketchy on the details because I got to get all of this.
Okay.
Uh I got to get it, and I got to see the video because there's a video of them shooting this boy. Okay, and on top of it, because this is a trans man, of course, one of the things that everybody's having a problem with, at least the trans community and stuff, and I am too, is that the disrespect of calling her a woman. Okay, because he identified as a trans man. In fact, his name was
Oh, okay. So it was a
female,
man,
hmm
female to male. Okay.
female to male, and
So okay, so they keep calling him a woman.
right, because they found
Okay.
out legally. I don't think he legally had his name changed, or they found out
Okay.
that the name given at birth was Natasha.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but
But
he
that's not the name.
Tony McDade. Okay,
Okay.
or somebody pronounced it McDaddy, but that wasn't it. Okay, I just think she didn't. Anyway, she
Okay.
but Tony
So we
McDade.
definitely got to get because we want to be able to give this all the attention it needs. The
Yes,
same way with everything else. So we need to get all those details.
point that's exactly why I'm bringing it up. Is because a lot of folks don't know about it. And one of my trans sisters, Miss Hope was on the panel when I was on with Maddie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I heard this from her because I was listening to her Instagram live, and she was preparing to go because she was on her way to Tallahassee to go help deal with that. She said
Okay.
it's not getting the proper attention because it's a trans person. Everybody now want to back away from it. Okay.
Listen, it's still a black person.
And that's what it is. And the whole idea, I got to come out these pants because I'm trying to sit down, and they're cutting up.
Y'all see him trying to get naked on live?
I have not yet.
We gonna get flagged and all kinds of stuff, y'all. Look at him.
told y'all the
Cause
bottom.
he over there drinking that. What's the name of it?
It's the make me not.
See? Now he want to come out his damn clothes. We gonna have all kinds of FCC violations and shit.
No,
Facebook gonna put us in jail.
no, y'all know I'm tall, so the way how I'm sitting up, I'm trying to get comfortable because my legs feel like they're locking up on me. So I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
wait a minute. So I'm trying to stretch my leg out.
Listen, y'all. Listen, I'm messing with you. I am not even gonna hold y'all. I have on a nightgown, y'all. Let me tell you what I put on. I put on a motherfucking hoodie over top of my nightgown. Cause I was not getting dressed for y'all. I was already laying down.
Okay.
So y'all let my twin do whatever he want to do. He want drink his drink. Oh, did you see this video? Anybody in the comments, if you guys saw this video yesterday, the little white boy in Decatur.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's on the video, honey, with his gun. Talk about this how he gonna kill the niggas like the way the cops do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. They said he made it in 2017, right? Which I believe is a bullshit ass lie. But okay, even if you did, his uncle is on the Georgia Supreme Court.
Uh-huh. Ha.
Mother and somebody else work for the school district.
Right.
I have a problem with this because you had a gun on one of those social media platforms, whether you did it yesterday or 2017.
Right. Right.
Had that been my son or your son, Meech,
Right.
the asses would have been locked up with terroristic threats.
Right.
But
Right.
now the Decatur High School or middle school, wherever fuck school we go to, we gonna get some better policies and blah 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 blah. Nope. He was live telling us what he was gonna do. And this is how he was gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Far as I'm concerned, you need to be locked up.
Me too. Now, okay, let me go here. Lewis says they said Tony was stabbing or had stabbed people. Let me explain that. He did. Tony had stabbed a young man who was fighting him. From what I'm understanding, Tony was getting jumped on by 5 guys. Okay. So, from what I'm understanding, in defending himself, he ended up stabbing one of the guys. Okay. I think he ended up killing that guy. Okay. But again, my details are sketchy because I'm trying to find out what's going on. Only thing that's coming up every time I look it up is what the police are saying. I need the backstory because I want more than what the police are saying.
Who
Okay.
was outside?
And I'm trying to find this video because even as horrific as it is, I need to see. I really need to see this so that I can go through this and walk through this with everybody. Because see, one of the things, our responsibility as being of service to one another. If you are a part of a social justice anything, if your core is to be for the people, then you have to stand up whenever injustice is showing its ugly ass head.
Exactly. You can't. Well,
Ever.
you can't say you're not gonna do it because this person was trans. This person was a part of the LGBTQ plus community. You cannot do that. This is
Okay.
an injustice, and an injustice for one of us is an injustice for all of us.
Okay. Okay. And the sad thing is
He
that
said, "Listen, Lewis wants to know now if he did kill black people, would that be a hate crime?"
about that.
I don't think him defending himself was a hate crime.
Okay.
I
Now,
think them jumping on him may have been a hate crime,
now
but
they
I
done
think
fire. They burning something now. That's a new fire. God damn it.
you know what, Atlanta. We got enough bullshit with this governor trying to open up everything when it's not safe for us to be out there.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what needs to happen because I don't see nobody out there over 40 yet. Okay, and they probably are. They just probably in the background. I need y'all damn mamas and daddies to come out there and beat y'all motherfucking asses. That's what I need to see. Where y'all damn mammies at? Where your mammies and your pappies? Yeah, I said it
Somewhere
like
being they damn friends.
I'm,
Somewhere being they friends. We got too many parents that are friends nowadays instead of being parents.
where
We
are
have few parents. We still got some, but it's not enough. We got too many people trying to be their friend. Seeing as I always feel like the minute the government got in and said you can't do this with your kids, you can't do that with your kids, then your kids get out of control and then it's your fault for not being a good parent.
okay?
That's why I'm glad my kids was my kids. They got fucked up if they needed to get fucked up if they needed to. But I was still able to be a parent, and I'm still able to be a parent even though all my kids are grown.
Right, right. Uh,
Yes, hashtag bring back black spankings. Exactly. Hashtag whoop that ass.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, somebody. Oh, that's good. What's that? Big Mama's gone. You know, no, she ain't gone. She just
I'm
changed.
right here, honey. Big Mama ain't going. She just going out of some people's houses.
Big Mama she just changed. The image of Big Mama has changed because
Yeah, look, Big Mama look like this now,
but no,
but
honey,
I
no.
still whoops ass.
You got some history on you because anytime Big Mama is 35,
Yeah, that's true. I'm
Big
Big Mama, but I'm 50. I'm 50 on not tomorrow Saturday, but next Saturday.
Mama,
I
yeah,
am, but I grew up being that old soul because I had Big Mama. I had a couple of them.
right,
Both my grandmothers was both my grandmothers was like that. So we grew up with the respect. My kids grew up with it because my kids had my mom and them still being that. And somewhere along the line, like you said, Big Mama start being 35,
mm-hmm,
you know, I still thought I was too young to be Big Mama at 40 something. I felt like I was too young.
right.
But at 35 was definitely too damn young. But it
Wait a
is what it is sometimes. But you know what? Not everybody, even when they're younger, because remember we talked about this before.
Come on, William.
Big
William said,
Papa right here, tear that ass up. Yes, William, absolutely.
"Hey,
Where's Daddy with the belt, honey?
you know what?
When you used to be scared.
That because him saying William saying that just brought something to me that I want to make sure that I get in this broadcast, and that there was this. I know that we talk about the mothers, and I know we're seeing our mothers and carrying on dealing with the loss of their babies. But
Yeah, nobody talks about the dads.
I want us also to understand about the fathers.
We have
And
to.
even
They are
though,
important.
even though our community especially gets a bad rap with daddyless sons, but we all, I'm going to reiterate, the CDC did a study. What was it? In 2018, 2019? It was 20, yeah, just recently, where they have proven, or the study proved, that Black men are the best fathers in this country.
They are. They are. Not everybody is a deadbeat.
That came from the CDC. Okay. That came
I
from the
want
CDC. And whatever,
you.
whatever money they paid for that study, that's the study that is recorded and is in the books. But one of the things that I need for us to understand in this particular crisis is not only that we need to look at the fathers who lost their sons and in Brianna's case their daughter, but we also need to look at Black men who are scared.
Yeah.
See, one of the things that we don't talk about right now is that we as Black men fear for our lives. So a lot of this, shit that we have as far as bulking up and carrying on is because we have never been taught that it's okay to have our emotions. Okay.
Yeah.
But right now we are in a world, and it has been for a long time. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to sound like this is something brand new. It's just that now in this particular light, the way that this shit is going down, we are in a world now to where our mortality, we are fucking like motherfucking, we are an endangered species.
Yeah, we are. The Black men are an endangered species.
Are an endangered species. Okay? Because
They
of what's
are.
going on. And we need to allow for Black men to have a safe space where they can let that emotion out. We need to be able to cry. We need to be able to snot and get all of that. We need to be able to go hit something. We need to go open up the boxing rings again. Go take that shit out on a punching bag somewhere. Or we need an avenue to where we can sit down there and say, hey, this shit ain't cool. And I'm scared.
But I'm gonna tell you what. You know what they. You know what you need to be able to have that. You need to be able. And this is going to be really important. Black women, you need to let that Black man know that that's okay for him to feel like that. It's okay that he can be afraid that he might lose his life. It's okay that he's afraid that his son might lose his life. We need to let them know that it's okay because we grew up in the house with the same thing, with our mamas telling our brothers, shut up, don't cry, stop acting like a girl.
Right.
Boys don't cry.
Right.
Man up, man up.
Right.
So you have to let him know. Let your husband know. Let your boyfriend know. Let your sons know. Let them know it's okay.
Hold on.
To have your emotions.
Let me say this too. Because see, that's one thing coming from a woman. But men got to give other men that permission to do it too.
Yeah.
It's one thing.
The reason why I say coming from a woman is because your mama taught you that you bet not let them emotions out in front of no. Don't you let no girl see you cry.
Right.
So I need to let you know that it's okay because I got you, and I'm not gonna throw it up in your face when I get mad.
That part, right, motherfucking there. Hold on, Zakia. She said, "Oh wait, didn't know what was happening down here. I was talking about Minneapolis, baby.
Baby, this downtown Atlanta, honey.
Turn on the news, child. It's on Channel 2 right now.
That is downtown Atlanta. In front of our CNN building.
Yeah, they don't. Wait a minute. Where y'all at? No, they don't went up the street, child. They all up the goddamn street, girl.
Where they at?
I'm trying to see. They look like they're in front of Emory Hospital now.
Lord.
Different fires. I hope those are the garbage cans. I see 3 different fires. Girl, bad.
Not no hospital not no fire by the hospital though, right?
I don't know. Child. They look like garbage cans. Yeah, I think those are garbage cans. Or are they cars? I don't know, child. I'm trying to get it. Girl.
Well, you know who I do wish down there? I hope Cash is down there with the air, with the drone, so he could get us some aerial shots.
Hold on.
But he might not be able to. It depends on what you know, the airspace. He
Yeah.
know all that stuff. But if there's any space that he could get, I hope
Okay.
he getting it.
Okay. Hold on. Edward says America
America has been destroyed.
black male.
Go ahead, bitch.
I was blessed to have been raised by an old school black father who put the fear of God in me and gave me the strength to bear the weight of being a black male in America. Ooh.
All right, come on, Edwin. You better tell it. See,
Okay.
the kids don't have that fear of daddy no more. Remember hearing, wait till your dad get home.
Right. I know, because daddy.
Baby, I used to laugh at my brothers all the time. Oh, ain't nothing like having to wait for the ass whooping for when daddy come home.
Exactly. Look at that Otis Mack is up here. Hey,
Otis.
Heavy Diva is in the building. Hey, Otis, what's going on? You know, I love you, honey. You know what? Wait a minute. Otis, this one is for you, honey. She's like, oh, pardon my indulgence.
Tell them for the people who wasn't here in the beginning. Tell them what's the name of that again.
Oh, this one is called. This is a Fourth Ward original squeeze cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Make Me Nut. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put her number down there so y'all can order from her. If you're in the Atlanta area, honey, she does deliver. If you're in the 5 mile radius, it's free. But you got to order at least 4 for the delivery. They're $10 a piece. She has all kinds of flavors. If you're not in the 5 mile radius, there is a delivery charge.
Don't forget to in the middle of advertisement, don't forget to advertise your oils.
Oh, that's coming, darling.
Okay, I was going to say we're advertising for other people, and don't forget to advertise the Shea Butter.
Right.
Let's make sure we all. Oh, and you guys, anybody who is generous enough to donate anything to our Cash App or anything, we are making sure. What's the one organization?
Until Freedom.
Until Freedom for now, and then we're going to be looking into other organizations to donate money to. So if y'all donate to us, we're going to donate to them.
Okay, right. All right, stand by, honey, because we got our other co-host in queue.
Who is it?
Oh, child, honey, you know the big guy ally that came up in here. Hey,
where you been, sir? How you doing?
Okay,
I had to run downtown and get me a flat screen TV right quick.
I fucking hate you.
Let me take these goddamn pants off top.
Did
you steal some liquor out the bar?
Yeah, I had to go down there, you know what I'm saying? I was thirsty because I was running with that big ass TV. So I stopped, you know, I said, yo.
You tell your cousins and shit to stop burning up shit. It was supposed to have been a peaceful protest. Now it's like 4 fires down there.
I rolled up a blunt, Nikki, and I said, damn, somebody give me a light. And all of a sudden, the fucking Atlanta PD car blew up. So I stuck my blunt over there.
I hate you. Listen, we was watching it on the news earlier, right? And I was like, oh, okay, it's not that many people. It's peaceful. You know, Keisha told everybody it was cool. Just as long as y'all keep it peaceful. Did you see Keisha a few minutes ago? She wanted to say, take y'all asses home. But she said, go home. I wasn't watching her, but I could hear her. Meat said her neck got the rolling. I said, oh, shit, y'all done made Keisha mad. Take y'all asses in the house. So I was asking, Meat said he saw it. Did you see the little white boy's video over in Decatur? They had the gun up, talking about something, this is what I use to kill niggas like the cops do?
No, I wish I'd have seen that. I was in Decatur.
I have to send it to you. And apparently his uncle is on the Decatur, not the Decatur, but the Georgia Supreme Court. His mom and them works in the school district and everything. So, of course, you know, they played that story real quick and then swept it right under the rug.
Right as that.
Is you naked? Meech had to take his pants off. He over there drinking that stuff again, Red. He got hot. He needs to take his pants off.
Oh, I just put on my shorts, child. I just had to come up with because
somebody said, "Where's James Evans? Bring back real men Who did what he could do to protect his family? There go one right there. Raise your hand, Red. Show him.
Well,
Show him what
goddamn
the.
it, boy. I don't give a damn. I ain't got no goddamn high blood pressure. Shut the fuck up, man.
Remember, look, James Evans whooped your ass and your friend's ass. Remember when he whooped that other little boy ass?
Listen, honey, but you know what? That's what it was back in the day. Anytime, and I'm still that way today when I babysit kids.
Me too. Oh, I tell you, I'm gonna whoop your kid's ass. Don't bring them over here if you think I'm not gonna whoop their ass and they act stupid.
If you are someone who does not spank your parents, I am not the babysitter for you.
I'm not.
Spank your kids. Because if that's not what you do in your household, then they can't come over here to stay, and you got me watching them because I am a spanker. And it ain't gonna be you gonna tell me don't spank my kids. Then no, I'm telling you don't have me as a babysitter because that's not how I operate.
All the ladies out there watching in TV land, yeah, I'm a spanker too.
Shut up, fool.
I hate him.
Yes, I'm a bitch.
But you know what? I was like that when my kids grew up too. I'm like, people can't spend a night over here who parents don't discipline. Like I just went, like I didn't have to do a whole lot. I didn't. But I'm telling you right now, your kids fuck up, they gonna get the same fuck up my kids get.
Exactly.
If they do something stupid, they all doing it together, y'all all in trouble.
Exactly.
One time my sons got in trouble. My nephew came and woke me up to my son. Auntie, they tried to hold Timmy at the police station because we wouldn't tell on the other little boy, right? So he said, "Oh, you want me to go home?" I said, "No, motherfucker, you not going home. You stand right the fuck here and y'all on punishment together."
How about that?
Who going home? No, you don't get to go home and be not in trouble. Y'all all in trouble. Because whatever it is y'all ain't telling on, I'm sure y'all had something to do with some of it. I can't prove it.
Nikki, you just gave me a flashback. I was young kid, and I remember we had in the house, and before my auntie left, she said, "Don't throw that football in the house. You got plenty of backyard out there to go throw it." Right before she came in the morning, one of my all-night concerts after hour thing, we in there throwing the football, and she had a doggone the turntable that hangs from the ceiling. Floating.
Yeah. Ooh.
Football hit the turntable.
Disco.
Turntable went over. It hit the floor. We caught it. We tried to pop it back together and set it back up there. She came in and she walked around. She talked shit about shit not being done. She passed that motherfucker about 4 times, and we was like, maybe we okay. That 5th time, she stopped. The motherfucker forgot to put the arm back over here. She said, "Who been fucking with this?" Well, as soon as she asked that question, I went up the stairs and I was packing my bag, right?
Oh, you were trying to go home?
Oh, I got the fuck out of there because she didn't have a stop button. So by the time I came downstairs, it was motherfuckers running across couches and sliding across the table, and they was getting the brakes beat off their ass. And when she went to go up under that table after my cousins, I slid right on out that front door, and I was walking my ass up the block, and I'm just walking, and I'm walking. Now everybody looking for me because they like, what the fuck, he ain't gonna put his walking my shit. I found a payphone. I called my mama. No, sorry, Bob. She's like, boy, what are you doing at the payphone? Shit, saving my ass. She's beating the fuck out of her kids over there. I'm not one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, what we do, you know what? And then even with that, you knew that it was a consequence for that stuff. What's wrong with the kids? Not all kids, because not all parents are not parents. Mm-hmm. But what's wrong with a lot of them is they don't know consequences. Right. Or you want to try to not give them how?
They got high ass sense of entitlement. And
yeah.
No matter what the fuck
entitled to something. Nobody's supposed to work for shit.
Nobody.
Or that thing where you bring your kids up with that, okay, Mikey, we're not going to do that. And Mikey's throwing a goddamn tantrum and shit all out in the stores and all that kind of shit. And then when they get to be a teenager, you trying to figure out why the hell they out of control. Because you didn't control it when they was fucking 2.
Exactly.
You didn't let them know at 2 that's a no-no.
Right.
That's not what we're not going to do.
If you introduce them to bitch and stupid motherfucker early, they won't be so mad when Ray and Denise tell it to them.
I fucking hate him. He gives on my nerves. He give me pain. He give me pain.
Here's something that I want to consider. I want folks to consider, and that there is, I believe totally that there ought to be a manual written on how to raise kids, but a realistic one. I don't want that Dr. Spock shit.
Yeah, because most of those manuals are written by people that don't have kids.
That don't have kids, or have not even attempted to raise kids.
Or maybe there need to be different manuals. There need to be different manuals for different types of households.
And yeah, I agree.
Meat's gonna stand in the corner.
See, and I'm gonna tell you like this too. As a parent of 6 kids, you know, five that I gave birth to, you do not, anybody that tell you I treat all my kids the same, you's a goddamn liar. And I'm gonna tell you why you's a liar, because all your kids ain't the same.
Right.
So you don't treat them all the same. Timmy, my oldest. Timmy, I mean, it's a couple times when I whooped his ass because I just needed to whoop his ass. But that's not what got through to him.
Right.
What got through to Timmy was take away his art supplies and take away his video shit.
Mm-hmm.
My son is an amazing artist and to this day creates video games and shit like that. So even when he was young, take that away from him, oh, the world comes to a goddamn end. Keisha, raise your voice at Keisha. Keisha ain't gonna do it no more because she don't like to be yelled at.
Right.
Now, right. Cole, y'all know Cole, my baby, I had to whoop her ass though.
You see Edwin Evans right here says, remember when everyone in the neighborhood could beat your ass.
Absolutely.
That's when the village.
That's when the village. Exactly. But see, now you got the ones who act like the young parents who say, oh, what you say to my child? And da-da-da-da. You running up there, you cussing out the teachers, you're cussing out the elders, but what you're not doing is checking your kids.
Okay.
You're not checking your kids. Now, I can honestly say I didn't get it, but I've probably had 3 beatings in my entire life. I always say 3. I remember 2, but I'm sure I'm forgetting one. But I kind of listened a lot. Like my grandma said, I wasn't bad. But my little brothers and them, please, they got beatings, like 2-3 beatings before they got to the house. Because Miss Effie at the corner, Mr. Battle at the other corner, and then once both of them told my grandmother, then now you got to get your ass whooped again because you embarrassed her.
And wait till your daddy get home.
And wait till your daddy get
Hey, no, anticipating an ass whooping is the worst ass whooping in the world.
That's what I had said right before you got on, Red. I said to say, wait till your dad get here.
Wait a minute.
Wait till your dad get. Or if you're talking to your mom on the phone and she say, wait till I get home from work.
Like you said, you know you in trouble.
I'm gonna give you one.
Yep. Either it was wait till your father get home, or if you're talking to your mom and she at work, don't go outside. Wait till I get home.
This was on May 22nd, 1980.
What happened?
Why that date is because May 22nd.
They just bust the windows out the Omni Hotel.
What?
Yep.
Out the Omni?
Yes, the Omni Hotel. Wait, ain't that your hotel?
No.
No, that's not your hotel.
Still over in Centennial Park and around over in there.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's Mighty White in the hotel. I don't know.
No, the hotel ain't half open. See, this here is fuck shit. And this here
is dumb.
Here, and I know everybody on their motherfucking phones and shit. This is for them to do World Star and all that old bullshit.
That's what we were talking about, Red. They trying to go viral. This ain't about the cause. Y'all trying to go the fuck viral with the dumb shit. What the fuck throwing something through the Omni Hotel? You know what it does? It raised taxes. It raised prices on fucking rooms and shit like that. Every time you do dumb shit to damage it.
I'm gonna tell you, I you know what? Anybody who's watching and listening and hear the big red fella talking right now through these social media, you know what I'm saying, and through this whole doggone panel right here that we're talking on. I charge you not to tear up nothing. I charge you not to be violent. But I do charge you, men and women, to walk up to those of the opposite sex or the same sex. Whatever the fuck floats your boat. You know me, I'm the ally. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
Hey, you walk up to somebody white, grab them close and kiss them in the mouth.
Oh.
Oh yes, you want to start a revolution? There you go. Look, you can keep your mask on. Just getting that close to them gonna fuck them up.
Walk up as a stranger and you grab the motherfucker and you kiss them in the mouth, and then you walk off.
I am so outdone with this. I don't know what to do. I don't.
Come on, black people. We know better than this. Like, there's more things to do than tearing up. Just like Killer Mike just told you, motherfuckers. Stop tearing up your own shit. We pay taxes. Y'all tearing up shit that we pay for.
Now, me, let me ask you this. I want to know how you feel about this.
Mm-hmm.
They snatched this cracker up, Mr. Knee Cracker, right? They snatched him up and goddamn gonna give him murder in the 3rd degree. They gave him the least.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we know, and manslaughter.
If you do the records, if you go through legal records, right, even if you just went to the state of Minnesota, Minneapolis, you will find murder cases where
yeah, he's horrible.
Where you can find murder cases where people, Afro-Americans, have murdered somebody, and right from the scene of the murder, they are arrested, and already they're talking about they facing 40 years.
Exactly.
From the state.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
they did my little brother like that. They was saying they was asking for when my brother did what he did a long time ago. Before the shit was even all the way locked up, they was talking about death. The death penalty. I'm like, bitch, he didn't even go to the preliminary hearing yet.
I tell people, do your research. Pull these doggone cases up where people have been locked up that didn't even do the murder. They're doing 40 years right now for murder they didn't commit. But they got the charge placed on them at the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no way you could call that 3rd degree. It's not even 2nd degree. The reason why it's 1st degree and why it's premeditated is because you had every opportunity to take your motherfucking knee out of his neck with those 5 long ass minutes.
Here,
so you didn't give a fuck, even when people was asking you to check his vitals. You didn't stop.
Hello.
Let me give you this because I put this up on my wall right after I was watching the news conference, and right after he said 3rd degree, I went up in here and I pulled it up.
Yeah.
This is why it's 3rd degree. And this is why I say I don't want justice. I want motherfucking action. It's 3rd degree because it is said that.
What's up? Why are you so quiet? What are you trying to be sexy? I'm your dad.
He was
mute
man.
Why
you talking on the phone? Why are you trying to be so sexy? I'm your dad. What's wrong?
Okay, good.
He's trying to have a phone conversation.
Cole, I thought you said you was gonna come in.
He 3rd degree.
She said Cole has been watching us. Go ahead. 3rd degree.
3rd degree is when there was bodily harm but not the intent to cause death. That's what 3rd degree murder, and that see again, justice is served motherfucking cold. Y'all charged him with 3rd motherfucking degree, and I heard they also were trying to get him with manslaughter too. I don't know about that manslaughter charge. I heard
the manslaughter. It was 3rd degree and manslaughter, and I was like, how?
Fuck that. How in the hell you gonna sit down there and give him 2 charges that's of a lower caliber? Give him 1st motherfucking degree murder.
Well, we watched him with malice. With malice. You did this intentionally.
And intent. Because when the guys while George had breath, he said, "Put me in the car."
Right.
Put me in the car.
And when he was losing his breath, there were people yelling, "Check his vitals. Just check to see if he got a pulse." When that man yelled for his mother, it was because he was slipping away. His mother is deceased. He probably was seeing her and calling for her.
Okay. It was that meet and crew. You're right. All those folks in the streets are under 35. None of them have a full-time job, benefits, prescriptions, or AARP card.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of AARP, don't I get we can get one now, right?
Yeah, I got mine.
You got yours? Can I apply for mine now? My birthday next week.
Girl, they gonna send it to you. Had to trust.
For real?
Yeah. Girl, I didn't apply for it. They sent me mine. They sent me the application.
Okay, yeah. He does. He does, Leah. He does need first-degree murder. Everybody watch this motherfucker for 5 minutes. The tape was 10 minutes, but for 5 long minutes, he had his knee on his neck.
Because when the ambulance got there, his knee was still on his neck, and when they went to go,
it was
still on his neck. 7.5, almost 8 minutes. You had your knee embedded in this. Embedded.
Let's not forget with your hand in your pocket, just chilling. With your hand in your pocket, just chilling on his motherfucking neck, like you was chilling at the park or something.
How about that? Okay, wait a minute. Correct, Big Meats. He would definitely walk on Murder One. Murder One incorporates intent and unlawful presence.
Yo. Hey.
What?
Keisha snapping right now.
Is she? I don't see her here.
Oh, put her back on. Put her back on.
They ain't got her here yet.
11 live.
Wait a minute. Hold on, because I want to get
going to clean the fuck off right now. She's talking about T.I. Killer Mike on half of the goddamn west side over that motherfucker. Y'all burning up your own shit.
Yeah, we saw. Is they playing it back? What she said earlier? We saw T.I. and Killer Mike already, and Keisha.
Yes, they are.
Oh wow, Fox 5 got. Oh well, Fox don't have better.
This shit on fire, Bill.
Huh?
I mean, well, shit. They knew people were gonna be outraged.
Oh, wait a minute, they replaying. Okay, well,
that's the one we saw earlier, Red. We saw that one already.
She's snacking a monkey, but she mad as hell.
Oh yeah, because she told him to she wanted to say take y'all asses home, but she just said go home.
Okay, wait a minute. Correct, Big Meat. He would definitely walk on Murder One incorporated an unlawful presence. He would be able to walk to. He had lawful presence. Yes, we need action, not justice. You goddamn right. I don't want justice. I want action because see here, what we have is justice being thrown to us. And like I said earlier, what I'm pissed off even further about is because now that Minnesota had tore down and burned down the motherfucking city, now all of a sudden you got enough reasoning to say, oh, we can charge him. That's a motherfucking lie. Because based on that tape alone, it was enough. Because had it been a regular citizen, y'all only went on the body cam of what was going on. The body cam would have done that. And y'all took that motherfucker to jail right then. It wasn't no going home. It wasn't.
They're going to have to start charging them the way they charge. If they start charging the police the way they charge regular people, well, not regular people. Let me take that back. Charge the police the same way you charge black people in crimes. If you start charging their asses like that, then, and I'm talking about all cops, because that blue line, get a little funny for me. Charge them, and I'm not talking about when stuff is necessary and something actually happens and something had to happen. I'm talking about these blatant ass killing everybody in front of the world to see. Everybody keep walking. They start getting charged the way you charge black people. Maybe some of these police officers will start thinking a little bit more.
How about that? Edward said that cop treat the black man like he was less than nothing. He didn't care that his life was slipping. He stood there like he was waiting for an Uber.
Did you hear me say Edward with his hand in his pocket chilling?
There's a girl going off on Facebook. She's an Asian girl who was going off on the Asian cop that was just standing there.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Charge him.
Was it? Oh, that was the Asian girl that was cussing him out, right?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Because she said, as an Asian American, she said, your job, she said, you could have been the Jackie Chan of all of this and chopped some shit up and got them. I'm going to
be honest with you. That Asian cop looked like he was scared. He looked like he was scared to say or do anything.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what it was, because he may not have been on the force long, or at least not as long as his partner. Because I believe that was his
And God bless his heart. He was only about 5 feet tall, if he was that tall.
Are they all egg rolls? I'm just saying the thing about it is.
Don't say that.
No. Who gonna check me?
What?
I'm not. I don't want nobody to check you.
Listen, but
Go get your uncle.
I want to go back, because I'm gonna reiterate this, because, and Brad, I need you to come in on this.
Right.
As a black man, we, with our emotions in dealing with a world that has us on the endangered species list, and we have this going on. I mean, I understand a lot of this anger carrying on. I just disagree with this shit here, because all this shit that we going through in downtown Atlanta is world hip hop shit. Okay, for folks to sit down there and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, because I don't think it's for the cause. You're not doing it because of what's happening. You're doing it to be able to get a bunch of likes and shit on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, because now tomorrow is going to be a bunch of TikTok videos to songs, but playing those videos in the back.
Right.
Okay.
We have to come together. Okay. I mean, we not just come together, but we have to provide a space where black men are able to emote, because we are in a world now to where saying that we scared, we still got this thing of looking weak and not understanding. But all of us as a collective need to be able to voice that, so that could not become a weapon of fear, but that could make us stronger, so that we can know how to tackle this world. Because right now, black men everywhere are fucking scared. As a parent, you scared for your child. An individual, you sitting up there saying, I lived my life, but shit, I still got more life living to do. What the fuck are we gonna do? So come up in here, Red, and give it from your perspective on how we as black men can move through this and beyond this, because we're not given the opportunity to our voice.
Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, I'm not just speaking to the hosts on the show, us as a team, as collective, because we know how we feel passionate about this thing as people. But I'm speaking to America, okay? I want to make sure this video is posted all over. Okay, we're gonna share this video. I want to make sure y'all hear me and hear me well right now. All right. This is my problem. Black men, you may have fear in your living room or standing on your porch in white America, but there is no fear in numbers. Stop killing each other. Stop going against each other. Stop worrying about what the next man has, and know that if the man down the street has $95 and you got 5, you got 100. That's powerful.
Amen.
Right.
Understand? So I'm telling you right now, I'm charging all black men right now that's even see this video. Move in numbers. Numbers will kill them with kindness. When I say kill them with kindness, you're going to financially sustain them. You're going to politically destroy them.
Right.
You know what? I had this word that I made up. It's called re-gentrification. That means we can buy our own places back.
Right.
These crackers are
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
What the hell? You're not paying attention.
Tell them, Red.
Everything that you grew up around is becoming something that's not familiar to you. When they get done building it, you're standing in the middle of the street with nowhere to go. Now you're loitering in a place that you were raised.
Ooh. I'm gonna tell you
say that. You gotta say that.
Wait a minute. I know back home when they did the new development, right? And I went home to go drive through the neighborhood, and Chrysler had come through, and like the street that I used to stay on, Chrysler had bought it and built and carried on. I said, okay, I'm not paying attention to these streets, right? So all this land in Detroit, that's the marina off of Freud, and y'all in Detroit, y'all know where we are. When I say Montclair and Freud and carrying on, y'all like to say Freud, okay? But it's Freud, like Sigmund Freud. Montclair, Lake, all up and down up in there. I just happen to be driving down through, so I'm at Saint Jean, St. Clair. I'm all over there, and I just happened to look. I'm like, what made me notice it was I remembered the school. The school was all broke down and wore down and carrying on. And the name was still on the school. That was Lingaman School, Lingaman Elementary. I said, "Oh, that's Lingaman." I said, "Oh, I went to that school." And when it hit me,
you didn't even recognize it.
That's Lingaman. I said, "No." What I didn't recognize was everything that they said was motherfucking Marina Lake. Because they off of the Detroit River. Okay, so all this riverfront property and shit. There are all these boats and carrying on. Everybody got their own boat and shit. Okay. I said, it cost y'all $500,000 to 1.5 to live over. Do you know what the fuck we did? We're at the park. I said, oh my God, this was the park. I blew up a goddamn. I had a plane. One of those. The damn electronic plane, not electronic, radioactive radio plane.
Oh, we had
them damn little things flying around, child. It was gasoline operated and shit.
Right.
We ended up crashing the damn thing, right? First time we got it, but it was fun as shit. I said, this is what the fuck this is, and y'all want $500,000 for this land? This land ain't worth this kind of motherfucking money, but that's what they got. Because the children came over there, because it's Chrysler and this, that, and the other. I like that regentrification, because we can buy our back. How is it?
Because we should have been buying it in the first place.
How is it that you gonna go up somewhere and get mad at the fact that you don't like how it turned into because you allowed it? See, when we stop policing ourselves, we know the government dropped the damn drugs and stuff in our community, but then we didn't do what we were supposed to do to make sure they took that shit out the community. Hell,
I was getting ready to say, when we were growing up on my grandmother's block, right? In the spring, summer, and a little bit into fall, every Saturday we was outside cleaning the block. Y'all know we come from concrete jungles.
Right.
Y'all, we got Philly, Chicago, and Detroit in this motherfucker, okay? We come from concrete jungles.
Yo, look here,
we cleaned the block every Saturday. If your sidewalk was looking a little messed up, we painted the curb.
Yeah.
My uncle worked for the city. He eventually went to the water department, but when I was little, he worked for the sanitation department. They came by with the trucks and gave us the big ass tall brown paper bags for the whole block to put the trash in. The water department come and turn the hydrant on.
Right.
So we can wash everything down. My grandmother had white steps, and bitch, you had to clean them motherfuckers with some Comet.
That's right.
And a scrub brush.
Right.
The whole block was out there cleaning. If somebody was too old or didn't have no kids or nothing to come and do theirs, we went and we did theirs.
That's what it was.
Because there was pride in the community.
Exactly.
You wasn't just throwing trash all over the damn place. Because the old people wasn't having it.
Number one, get off my grass.
The elders will be like, pick that shit up.
Get off my grass.
All right.
Right.
Leah say this.
People don't have pride. We don't have pride in our own stuff. And that's what gives them the opportunity to come in and buy it all up from us at such low prices, because we allowed for the generation coming a little after us to just tear up shit and let them do it.
No, and then we don't understand the value of the land, because all we see is money.
You selling your property instead of saving it for your kids to pass down like they do.
Big Red,
the generational wealth.
Most of the places in DC and in the neighborhood in Maryland where I grew up had changed a lot since I joined the Navy 10 years ago. I moved back 2 years ago, and almost everything I knew was gone.
And see, that happened to me. Who was that? Leila Ingram?
Uh-huh.
That same thing happened to me. When I came home from the Navy, and I went back, bro, I went to a school, it was called Neil F. Simeon. Okay, it was Simeon Vocational High School. They
I
taught
went
you
to a VOTEC too.
But hold on. It was a trade. They taught us a trade. Okay, you
That's what I'm saying.
graduated.
I went to a VOTEC too. It was all VOTECs are trade schools.
Hold on, I'm trying to take the same point that he made. When I got home, Simeon Vocational High School was all of a sudden Simeon Academy, and it looked like a fucking university.
And they wasn't a VOTEC no more?
It became Simeon Career Academy. And they put millions of dollars in there and added a whole other building with a Olympic-sized pool that didn't exist when I was there.
Oh.
When
my VOTEC is still lit, but it's hard.
You don't understand it. What I'm saying is, when you turn the corner right there, that brown brick building was no longer there. It was a modern space-age building standing in front of me. That was my old school.
Remember I told you I went home one time on 29th Street in Philly, and my middle school, well, the Catholic school that I went to, you know, they kindergarten to 8th grade. But I go back, they damn loft apartment. It's a loft apartment building.
Hey, Nicky, don't get me wrong. The building I grew up in in Chicago, 71st and Loomis. It was before they got rid of middle class. We was in a middle class neighborhood. All the people looked out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Miss Spencer next door, God rest her soul, she gone. And helped Miss Spencer in her garden as a young teenager because she didn't have no young teens there.
Yep, that's what I just said. If they ain't had no kids enough, we had to go help.
But periodically, she would have people there because she would take in foster kids. And then when she took them in, I would go over there and show them the neighborhood and let people they hang out with me and people know not to bother them. Then, but the biggest thing that got me is now when you go to that same building that my granddaddy bought, now it's lakefront property. The lake is 6 miles up the road. We wasn't lakefront property, so what he paid $60,000-$70,000 for is now worth $350 because they changed the doggone zoning.
Listen, the house that we just had before I moved to Georgia in 2013, right? In a row house block. Y'all know how small the row houses is in Philly, right? The house. Sell it for $218,000. You stuck to a whole damn block. But because of the regentrification, because nothing looks the same around there no more. You know, new houses are going up. Y'all know how every couple blocks it might have been a house where it used to be a house and there might be a lot there and stuff like that. They done came. They done filled the lots in with luxury this and luxury that. You got condos in the hood.
Right. Chicago put them in the hood. You know what you got in Chicago? What you got? What y'all had in Philly? Let me tell you, this is what blew me. When I went home, right where we was talking about Good Times earlier, where they knocked down Cabrini Green, which is where they shot Good Times at in the project. You know, right there is something that never existed my entire life growing up in Chicago. Brownstones were built there, and they all $500,000 around this whole.
The ones like in Queens.
Brownstones. But nobody can afford them but doctors and lawyers. Nobody can afford them but doctors and lawyers.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you said. You're gonna wake up and can't afford where the hell you've been living all your damn life. When I go at 29th and Girard, there used to be a historical hat shop where all the women meet. Check your mama, Miss Patty. It was at the corner of 29th and Girard. They talked about this hat store on the news when I was little, as I got older, everything. They recently saw in the last few years. This was a staple of the community. All the women of power who had money. If you went to church, you got your hats from this place. Anybody that had a little bit of coin went there to get their hats made. I remember the store from when I was a little girl. I remember the homemade candy shop. You know what I'm saying? Where they still made the chocolates and the pralines and all that stuff right there. The 5 and dime and all that stuff was all up along this block. You go on this block now, you see a bunch of hippie white kids.
Hold on, I'm gonna do anything.
Drink,
You know what?
drinking they
Better call that nigga your boy.
frappa and all kinds of stuff like that. It's not the same. We had. Did y'all have the supermarket Acme? Did y'all have Acme?
No, we had Great Scott.
Okay, so we had Acme, right? And Acme, I think, was our tri-state area. But down the street from my grandmother's, about 3 blocks over, was the Acme warehouse, which used to be funny because the guys in the little hoods in the neighborhood used to rob the trucks all the time, and sell whatever fell off the back of the truck. But it was the Acme warehouse. Now that Acme warehouse is condominiums starting at like $2,000 for like a 1-bedroom.
And then, they did it to Sarah Lee in the neighborhood I grew up in.
They did it to Sarah Lee?
We can walk over to the back door of Sarah Lee, and the people who own it, or the Sarah Lee Corporation, they used to allow us to walk up, and if we hit the door 3 times, they open the side door, and everything hot and warm coming out the ovens in the back of Sarah Lee, they would give it to us.
Listen, we had that too, Red. Remember, you know how I always talk about you can't have a real cheesesteak because we don't have the bread in other places? Well, the place that makes the bread for all the cheesesteaks in Philly is called Amoroso's. Baby, Amoroso's warehouse was down the street from my mom's house. You go to the back of Amoroso's door, get you. I know just what you talk about, Red.
Hey, let me ask you something. Do you remember when the baseball stadium is in Philly?
The baseball stadium, what the first one?
Yeah, the Major League Stadium, the big one. Yeah, the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Right across the street, like when across the street, they had the residential brownstones going down the street there.
That's South Philly, yeah.
Okay. When you come down a block over, the one that was dead center, the second block up from the stadium, was my great-grandmother's house, my grandmother's mother's house.
Wow.
Walk 2 more blocks down and cross back over the street. There was a doggone beauty shop down there for 30 years called Colleen.
She probably would have knew my dad now. Because our beauty shop, our shop just closed maybe like 3 years ago. It was there from 76 to about 3 years ago.
That's my Colleen shop. I'm gonna tell you how you probably know this shop. The pretzel man set up across the street from her shop every summer.
Wait a minute. Was he just outside?
Outside, yeah.
But the reason why I'm asking you that is because every neighborhood had a pretzel man that just shut up shop outside. Look, we wouldn't buy no pretzels from nobody outside nowadays, but back in the day, we were safe enough to get a pretzel from the man. Look, usually our pretzel man had pretzels and newspapers. Right. You could get the newspaper and a damn hot pretzel.
I would see that man pull up with that cart, and I'm going to run down there to my auntie's shop, and I'll be like, Auntie, you want me to clean up? She's like, yeah, I'll sweep up the whole shop while they doing that now. When I get done, she hit me with that hot money, I'll go right across the street by my pretzel.
And look, remember, I know they still have them now. Like every neighborhood has a candy lady and stuff like that. But now the candy lady, you got to worry about if somebody going to rob the candy lady. Remember, that was you wasn't letting nothing happen to the candy lady when we was kids. She was our heart.
Let me tell you something my experience recently. I grew up with the candy lady shit. Every neighborhood I ever grew up had a candy lady. But recently, I found out the candy lady is no longer the candy lady. It's the candy nigga, and he sell weed too.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I found. That's what I found down here. Because when I was thinking about being a candy lady before, I was like, wait a minute, they got too much going on. The candy lady sell everything. Candy lady sell beer, weed. I was like, look, Miss Dolores just sold candy and her homemade popsicles.
Look, 3.5, 7.5 pickles, goddamn sodas, motherfucker, goddamn penny candy, motherfucker, a lot of pops. Yeah.
Don't forget the wraps. You could get your wraps for your weed too.
I walked up there, and when he got down, he had the stair. You know how you have a staircase thing? In front of it was all candy, like the penny candy lady and all that candy lady in the neighborhood, everything you want. And he was like this. He said, "You want it?" He said, "What you need?" And he'd be like, "Okay, well, give me the Snickers, give me this and this." He said, "You want to shop some more?" And we say that. If you say yeah, he opened the box up. It's 99 flavors of marijuana.
Listen, Miss Dolores was the lady on my grandma block. She made the homemade popsicles. Remember the homemade popsicles, y'all? And if you went to the store for Miss Dolores, she asked you, did you want 50 cents or did you want a popsicle? Miss Dolores, no, she ain't never had to really give nobody no money because all of us was like, can I get a popsicle? Can I get the two-tone one, the two-flavor one? But it was a sense of community. You know what I'm saying? It was a sense of community that people don't have no more.
Own and give it back to your doggone kids so they'll be in the same sense of doggone, you know what I'm saying?
But let me offer this because see, one of the reasons why a lot of folks don't give it to the kids and stuff is well, I won't say one it's kind of triple fold. We have not taught our kids
I was getting ready to say that.
Appreciate the family business,
right?
Okay, and part of the reason why we haven't taught them that is because we went in expecting them to want to be a part of it, so you forced it on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Which then, as you know, with anything, you force anything on anybody, honey, you gonna get tired of it. I don't want to fuck with it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. Second thing is the kids think that they don't have it in them to do it. So when the parents say, I want to pass this over, either you're going to pass over to the one you forced into the business, or you're going to give it to the one that really want it. And then everybody else, if it's more than 3 kids, is going to sit up there and fight for it and be like, how they give it to you? And then
or fight about how it's supposed to be run.
The reason they don't have the doggone drive that we have because every so often, and I can say every 10 years, something more was taken from them, the younger generations.
Right.
And 3 things that have been snatched from them over the time that we experienced and we embraced as children because we thought that's how it's supposed to be. And 3 things right here, they don't want no parts of it. Like, you think about this. And one of them, it took the first lady to bring back. Okay? They took away nutrition in schools. Yeah. You had damn good lunches when we was growing up. They took away they took the Bible, they took God out of school. And that's doggone make you not have no faith and believe in anything. Right. But what they took around and took books out of school. And when they took the books out of there, they took the pencil and paper with it. Right. How about that?
Yeah, because ask one of these motherfuckers to write their name, give a signature.
Right.
A signature.
They're gonna ask you, they're gonna say, do you mean a DocuSign email? What do you mean?
Right.
Or it's a half, almost is print with a little bit of connecting the letters, because there ain't nobody ever taught them penmanship. Penmanship was a class. Remember?
Was a class and it was an art.
It was a class.
Why did it take
I had penmanship books.
Why did it take that? Why the community didn't allow them not to take it out?
Right.
I used to snap peas with my grandma too.
We're going through COVID. We're going through all this mess right now. God is angry. We allowed them to take him out of school.
You know what? I'm
don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Look what's happening.
I'm gonna challenge that because see, just because we didn't do our job, because just because they said that you couldn't pray didn't mean that you couldn't pray, because see
that you couldn't. Yeah,
prayer was supposed to be between me and the Creator anyway, because I can pray at any time. Just because we don't stand up holding hands and this, that, and another, but you want me to say pledge of allegiance to this stupid ass flag, now don't you?
I was getting ready to say they say pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation under God.
Okay, now you want me to do that, but I'm not having that. And the reason why I say it like that, and all of you who are veterans out there, I don't want y'all to sit up there getting all upset because I said the stupid ass flag, because I know what it's supposed to represent. But as a black person in this country, that flag ain't never represented me like that. And my ancestors fought for it. I have cousins who have died in wars. I got a great grandfather who fought in World War II. He's a World War II vet, honey. My great grandfather, Frank Smith, was a World War II vet. Okay. He fought for this country, and yet still, black men in this country are still on the endangered species list, and black women in this country are still to be.
When it comes to the United States military and that flag, when you connect the two together, Ain't nothing celebratory. And it's goddamn it, that's right, I have a vocabulary. Shout out to my college education. Nah, but there's nothing to celebrate like that. Because the only thing on there that belongs to us is the blood that we have shed from the time they drug us over here to what we're going through right now. The only thing on that flag that represents our black people and our black community is the blood that was shed and the red on there. And
I'm gonna say this about the military, and when it comes to our people in the military, from what I know from being a military wife for so long, and I've read, you might agree with me, 9 times out of 10, the black man or woman that are in the military went in the military to do something better with their life. It was never, it's different. Like those white kids, they all about that, damn, represent my country, the flag, da, da, da. That's them with that bullshit. Most black people I know went into the military to better their lives because it wasn't that many choices for them. It wasn't about being so proud of this goddamn country. It was about, oh shit, I can go to college and stuff too.
Exactly.
And I can get paid and I can send some money home to my mother to make sure she gonna be all right.
That was the hustle.
Exactly.
I
don't think nobody on here probably would understand me, but right here, Miss Ingram probably will understand me because I was in the Navy as well. When I say you have to walk a certain way in the United States Navy, it's worse than being out here. The racism is crazy.
Woo! Me and Brian was just talking about it. He said, why you think I always had all them white people in my platoon scared of me? He said, because I knew that they hated me. He said, so I made sure that I let them know that I hated them first.
But I tell you what, I used to keep them so in check. And what I did, I didn't fight them with my emotions. I fought them with my mind.
That's
so
right.
There was never a time that I just took an exam and I didn't put another stripe on. Every time you looked up, I had another stripe. And more money. Guess what?
Yep.
Yesterday, I was scrubbing the floors with you. Today, I'm standing over your ass telling you missed the spot.
And I'm going to tell you right now, them black men, they rising the ranks real quick. I see my husband doing it. I was like, wait a damn minute. Did you just go in there?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
What happened? No, they ain't no key about it.
They throwing fireworks at the police.
Fireworks?
Some more people going to die tonight. They about to die.
They not going to stop because somebody gets killed.
Somebody's going to die. Man, come on.
Jesus. Okay. They done took baton and they done got into battle position. They got the SWAT up in here, and now these fuckers talking about, they got their hands up. Damn.
You ain't gonna know who shot them.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. Let's listen.
And then on the other side, you have police with.
But check this out: the crowd is not as big as it was. Everybody decides to go home. Only a few.
I'm watching it. I see. Yeah, the crowd will die down some, but
that they carry, and they're in the blue shirts. So those are state troopers. We saw them arrive earlier, and they stayed back until.
Shit, it don't be low key.
Stay back until APD requests them to come forward, and so now we see them moving up some. And yes, I say, I'm not doing it.
That shit going right over the head.
My hands are in the air.
Meech, I'm not going off the air, but I'll be right back.
all right. I'm just outdone with this because it just did not have to go this fucking far. This did not have to go this fucking far.
But me,
on that car like that.
You gotta understand something. When is enough?
Exactly.
I don't condone what they're doing, but when is enough? I mean,
here's the thing. Here's where I am. I don't condone it, but this started off very well. The problem that I have with this is that it got ugly quickly because you got those who came up in there trying to start shit. Those who came down there to start shit. If you came down there with eggs to throw, if you came down there with the spray cans, you came there to start shit.
A lot of them, they're
knowing that this is going to be they kept saying this is a peaceful protest. We just coming down here to march and do the. You knew what the fuck it was, but you came down there with your ammunition. That's the same thing as them if they had came down there with guns. Not looking at the whole bigger picture of this shit. This here did not have to go here.
Now, I want them to say that outside from behind the keyboard. Say that outside. Not from behind the okay, well, yeah. But you bold enough.
This didn't have to go here.
Outside and say, no, I want them.
That's crazy.
Don't be no computer thug. Come out there and say it. So these folks out here want to call people niggas and stuff. Don't be a gangster behind the keyboard. Come to the street and say that. I want you to say that to somebody black and say you a nigga. And see what happens. Because this is not back in the day.
And then here's the other thing too. Okay, now they're pointing guns at everybody. Look at this. Is that
pointing guns?
Yeah, the police are. I'm watching. Yeah, they. I don't know. They pointing guns. How he just to get the fuck back or something? I got the sound of it. He sure did point this gun.
I think the police are scared. To be honest with y'all, they don't know what to do. They out.
This didn't have to go here. This did not have to go here. This did not have to go here.
That's what I said. It's gonna take somebody to be like, yo, you a bad apple.
This did not have to go here.
I'm saying, especially the one that was standing right next to him. You heard that man say what he said. I would be like, yo, raise up off him. Exactly. It don't.
So.
Oh. Now.
All right. We're gonna get caught up in this, and this is going. Like I said, as stupid is, as stupid does. I understand the emotion and that's the question, Red. When is enough? Okay. The question, but the thing of it is that.
Hey.
Really?
Guess what?
What?
Well, one got charged. We can read the
Chinese dude, the cop.
Yeah.
I first agreed.
Is the brother-in-law of the motherfucker that put his knee in the neck.
What the fuck you just say?
Oh, okay. Yes, he did. That's why people are doing what they're doing right now. They thought if you get out there, if they turn around.
What's happening?
You heard that.
What's happening?
The Chinese guy, the cop that stood there and did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, of course he did nothing because I didn't make that up. I got somebody on the side of me, Layla, right now that's looking stuff up.
Okay.
Y'all understand? This is what I do.
Period.
I didn't make it up. But the Chinese guy was the guy that did the murdering brother-in-law.
Wait, what?
The Chinese cop was the brother-in-law of the motherfucker with his knee in the neck.
Oh.
Some people be talking about like
right.
Oh.
They fucking Denver. They in Denver.
But didn't I say he looked like he was scared? Didn't I say he looked like he was scared to do something?
But you know what? I got to
They in Houston acting stupid too.
You know what?
Yeah, Houston acting stupid.
Houston, Denver, New York. What the fuck is that?
New York. They up in New York acting crazy. I was I thought New York people still had to stay the fucking house.
They do. But yeah, they did a lot of arrests in New York. I saw that. Yeah.
Red, what happened?
It's too much, man.
No, listen. I'm now. You know what? You know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna mean it. I'm gonna say this, and I'm going to mean it because our current administration gave all of the white supremacists, the white nationalists, the white separatists, the white power people, the KKK. When he sat down there and did not denounce all of that bullshit from Charlottesville,
South Carolina, yup, Yep.
When he did that, he declared a race war.
He did. That's what I said. I said that exactly when he did that. I said he just started a race war.
And the thing of it is, because when he was campaigning and the alt-right was formed, and the alt-right was sitting up there talking about something, they did the How Hitler sign, talking about some How Trump and Hail Trump and all that bullshit. He declared a race war.
Well, not I gonna say all, but
did you hear about the grip and slip law?
The what?
It's a grip and slip law. If an officer is in doggone dire straits and he wrestling with you and he grabs his gun thinking he's grabbing his taser, it's a clean kill.
Oh yeah, okay. It must be.
So he can say that anytime. I wasn't going for my gun. I was going for my taser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait a minute, because it's called something else. It's the something cop something. Yeah. It's not. It's grip and slip somewhere else, but it's another term that they use. Yeah.
But who the fuck came up with that bullshit?
They did. To keep them from getting in trouble.
Stupid is as stupid does.
I'm trying to tell you.
A lot of them, grandparents get to them, and then a lot of them be like, I'm not rocking with it.
Exactly, Leah. She said this really changes everything. Brother-in-law, you goddamn right it changes. It changes everything.
Remember, I kept saying he looked like he was scared. Like he looked like he was scared to do something. So it wasn't just about the cop thing. It's about this my brother-in-law too.
But I gotta give it to the white people now though. The ones that really take the thing, they out here and they are.
Oh yeah, the white people was getting arrested up in New York.
But here's where it is, because see, as we all know, this is what I got to get to the power to the people, children. Because as we all know,
now they looking at it as a police.
There are allies and white counterparts and carrying on who are really down for the struggle. The thing is that they're not in numbers.
Right.
Because their voice get drowned out by all of the supremacists and the separatists and the national children. Okay. They get drowned out. Okay. So,
somebody had a sign up today that said white silence is violence.
Yes.
Yep, that's exactly. Saying blue.
Now let's go here. Because ask the question, because oftentimes
I don't care what kind of code, but see now y'all got a problem. Because now y'all and we don't respect nothing that y'all do no more. I'm sorry. So they got to protect their nerves. Y'all do. So now y'all are retired.
Okay.
It's still your side. They get him.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me mute you so I can talk, because I'm feeling like
I couldn't hear what you were saying, Meech.
Here's where it is. We as blacks always get into this thing of, the whole great white hope situation. And that, a lot of us still believe that it takes a white person to bring us out of stuff, or to, or we end up misconstruing stuff, thinking that a white person helping us is them wanting to get I'm coming to be the white savior card.
Yeah.
Will there ever be a time when we can look at this and say, listen, we could put all that to bed, because we truly do need them to do their part as well in this? Because
we do need them to do their part.
We need them to do their part so that this shit can come to a head. Because one of the things is the message get lost, because whenever white folks talk to black folks, or black folks talk to white folks, it doesn't become a discussion. It becomes an arguing match, or it becomes uncomfortable.
Right.
Because they don't have
and I believe it's on both sides too. Like, I ain't really trying to hear what the fuck you got to say, because you're not understanding where we coming from.
Because you can't understand. You ain't never been discriminated because of the color of your skin. And they could say, yes, can, because whenever white folks are in the minority, what's the first thing that we do? Anytime white folks come in our community that we know they ain't supposed to be there, or they look out of place, what's the first thing we do? We intimidate them with fear and scare them and carry on. We do stupid ass shit to think that they're gonna lose their money and all that, and scare them out of everything, because that's the hustle and that's the racket. So we do it on both sides. But when are we going to let go of that great white hopes banner and allow them to speak to their own people? Because that's how they're going to get it. It's just like
remember we were talking about with Malcolm and stuff before. When Malcolm came back, when he came back from Mecca, and he started that new group that he had started, and the white girl asked him, one of the white reporters asked him, could they join? And he said, not right now. Y'all can help, but y'all can't join, because until we get together, we can't have anybody else in the midst of this. You can help, but you cannot join. Meaning, we'll take your donations and everything to help us financially and everything, but right now, until we come together as a people, y'all can't join. You can't join because you're not us, but we're gonna need your help for this. We're gonna need your help. Yep. We're gonna need your help. Yeah. The way the Black Panthers did when they used to have the meetings and stuff, and like Joan Crawford in them house and all of that and all them people. Right.
Hey, Nikki.
Yes. Huh?
Is this what you speaking on? Is this the part where the how can I say the label, it went from Muslim to Muslim?
No, Muslim is some shit because people wasn't never pronouncing it right.
Because I always wondered, because it seemed like right at the time when Malcolm started his own thing, that's when people were saying it wrong.
No, they were actually saying it before then. Like, check if you go back and look at X. Even though it was a pretty good interpretation. There was some wrong stuff in there too, but it was a pretty good interpretation. But remember when the Muslim guy had got beat up, and then Malcolm and them marched to the police station and the hospital and all that.
Right.
And the one older lady said, he ain't gonna do nothing. Muslims only help Muslims. They don't do nothing unless something happened to another Muslim. Like, it's hard for me to even say it like that. I don't even know if I'm saying it the right way for the wrong way.
I just thought
no. They just was all. Some people was just always pronouncing it wrong. That was just, us as Black people. We'll change the name or something.
I walk past
because I still hear people to this day say that. Like older Black people.
High school career, I walk past the final call, going to school and coming home every day, and I heard so much and saw so much that it kind of freaked me out. I was like, I don't want no part of that. So I was like,
let me tell you something. The fruit of Islam don't play. You understand? You know me. We talk about it all the time. I do not conform to any organized religious thing right now. So let me tell y'all something. When we get super duper big and we need some super duper security and stuff, I'm calling the fruit. You understand? I'm calling the fruit. Because they do not play. They didn't play back then. They don't play now.
Okay.
Ain't nothing going to happen to you.
I drink to that.
Okay. Well, here, let's get ready to let the folks go on home. We've been on here for about 2 hours. And this shit's still unfolding. I'm sitting up here now. This one particular cat, he a big guy too, but he got on the bulletproof vest and he just walking around. He one of the protesters, and he in a bulletproof vest.
Cause he know.
And
already know.
So listen, y'all.
If you had one, would you put on one too? If you was going to, and look, as a media team. If we decided we was taking our Black asses out there, I'd be like, Red, can you make a couple phone calls?
Right.
Because we need
as media.
Can you give me a Kevlar too? Anybody call up Queen and be like, you still got your Kevlar?
No.
Put a helmet on.
As a media team, we would, because we are purposely going in there with the intent of saying this could get violent.
Right.
Anybody else who went down there and said, I'm going to go peaceful, wasn't thinking that way. all those who came down there strapped up, you come down there knowing, and I'm talking about to be a participant in this thing. We're coming to cover a story, so we know as people who cover the story, we know anything could go awry at any moment.
I
Okay.
get that too, but Meech, what about the people who generally like have license to carry and they carry because they protecting themselves,
Right.
and people like us who say, "I'm going down here to peaceful protest," but if some shit pop off, I ain't getting killed for no damn reason.
But here's the whole
What
thing.
about them? It's like people gonna fall in all different elements of it. It's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's crazy because that's a valid argument because Georgia is a right to carry state. So just think of it like that. As a peaceful protest, and everybody here know that this is a right to carry state, and they was all strapped on this side, but they said this is a peaceful protest. Would the police see that as an act of violence?
And that's what I was about to ask you. I would think that they probably, well, they might not start off, but they might.
The only aggression they see in a human being open carrying a weapon is a black human being carrying an open weapon.
Boom.
Yeah, because a white man could walk down there with his open carry and wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, we see what happened in Michigan.
Hold on, you know what I did? I'm gonna tell you who I am, but it makes you always say I'm such an asshole. I used to purposely, because my shit is in order, I purposely walk up to the police when I see them and they have a weapon like mine. I purposely have mine on my hip. And I'm like, oh, that's a such and such made by so and so. Just like mine, see? I'm like, I did it on purpose. Because I know that we don't know.
And it's still, we know that things haven't changed, but things are still ashamed to know.
There's a law, Nikki, that people are scared. Black people are scared when they're alone. But there's a law right now that takes that badge away from me. When they step so far out of jurisdiction, we have the right to oppress.
Right.
You're no longer a safety officer being paid by my taxes. You're a monster trying to hurt me.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Right.
That's why I was saying, Red, you wasn't on with us the other night when I said they need to start putting into place the same way like they do with teachers. You can't teach in a district you don't live in. Cops shouldn't be able to police in a district where they don't fucking live in. Police your own shit.
They used to do that.
Because you put the black people up in the little white neighborhood and shit, and you know that if a black officer step out of line, the white people gonna cuss him the fuck out.
Right.
I agree with you, Nick. I quoted you on the DJ Smack show on Atlanta Hot Radio. I literally quoted you and gave you your props for that statement. I was there when you said that.
Oh, thank you.
I quoted you when we were on.
I believe that. Because people, if you are cops from a certain neighborhood, you know how to handle your neighborhood. And we said this the other day, you will know how to de-escalate a situation before some scary ass, or let them tell it they being scary, because they ain't the fuck scared. It just be open season on black men. But to keep your scary ass from being over here, you need to be where ain't no scary shit happening in your own motherfucking neighborhood. And let our police officers who know how to de-escalate these situations, because a lot of times we got cops in our neighborhood that we know. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we'll never see them in our neighborhood. Right. We just know that they live in our neighborhood. And I tell y'all, this is the honest to God truth. Just because I have a lot of different people that I care about on the force and stuff at home, when I see black officers, especially when there's two of them together, when I see black officers and I'm getting out, going to Quick Trip or something like that, it's an automatic thing for me to say, be careful out there. Right. I say it every time, but I swear to you, and I don't know if it's me being prejudiced or not, but I don't say it when I see white cops. I don't. Okay. And I don't know what to call that, and I just don't. But when I see black officers, when they got two black officers paired together, I say, y'all be careful out there.
They're doing the tear gas now. Again. All right, y'all. Let's we finna shut this on down because see I got later with this shit. It's crazy. All right.
Well, I'm gonna finish eating my turkey next because they good. And
I just had a Lunchable, honey, but I'm going to do something else. And all, but y'all,
your co-host just gave me the middle finger. You didn't. Why you ain't tell him not to do that? Protect your sister. He gave me the finger.
because he did it when I was sitting up there talking, I didn't even see him do it. That's why.
Look, we all still in the 8th grade.
I do that.
Right.
But like, what Monique and them say in the movie on the Bessie Smith movie, you got to prove it on me.
See. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming here with us. These are hot times, child. We are in a battle right now across the country. This shit is getting out of control because everybody now is either you're emotional and or you in this for the wrong reason. Because a lot of this shit, I'm telling you, I'm pissed by all these goddamn world hip hop star bitches out here who trying to get likes and shit on your goddamn social media pages. Okay, because that's what this is turning into. But at the same time of it turning into that, we have a lot of young folks out here who are upset and they are scared and don't know how to channel this energy. And I done got nervous because somebody gonna be dead tonight. Damn it. Because y'all trying the folks. Now they done did everything that they could to try not to throw no bullets or nothing, but y'all keep pressuring these motherfuckers. And y'all ain't gonna be happy till they start shooting so y'all can have something to say.
So somebody else's mother and wife will be crying tonight.
And that's the part that's bothering me because shit, y'all didn't have to loot these damn places. Y'all didn't have to set no motherfucking fires.
All I got to say, and I'm done after I say this, don't be so stupid to not know the reason for all this stuff that's been happening and what's happening right now. Black men, the hunt is on.
Hello.
We are the prey. And those are the words of The Rock. And I'm not talking about Dwayne Johnson.
Man, if y'all want this,
you guys, what I want to say is stop giving them 2-for-1s. And when I say 2-for-1s, what I mean is either we killing each other, you know what I mean? So they get the one dead and one in jail. Or they killing us and then we doing the rioting and we're winding up some more dead and in jail. Stop giving them 2-for-1s. Stop it. They don't. I implore all of y'all, pray to whatever your higher power is. Meditate on it, whatever you need to do. Go inside yourself. Ask God what it is that you can do to help the situation. Because you might need to get on and talk to somebody or just be an example to somebody. But if you're not going to help the situation, don't hurt it.
Right.
Well, Nikki,
I'd rather you not do nothing than to hurt it.
Right now, the most powerful prayer that we can pray as a people is to pray for our oppressors and not for ourselves.
Amen. You gotta say that.
So I'm out, man.
You so much better than me. That's why I love you. Because I don't want to pray for no motherfuckers, but I will because you asked me to.
All right, y'all. If you love me, tell a friend, honey. Tell an enemy, but do know this: one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, darling. Everything that we are doing will move forward, honey. You may finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished. And you are dishing tea, honey, with Big Meech and my co-host. This is Aunt Nikki and the big guy, Ally Big Red, child.
We love y'all.
Oh, Lord, y'all
stay safe.
There.
Go back to being in the house. Shelter down. Fuck what Kemp said.
You know
Georgia,
what?
shelter down. Shelter in place.
Watch this. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Because
we about to have to shelter back down, ain't we?
Watch this bullshit. Which is what they should have did in the first place. They should have never opened this shit back up, but watch this. Okay.
All right.
All right. Love y'all.
Whew. All right, people. I'm not exhausted yet. It's just that I'm weary and I'm tired because right now It's all, look at that. They still trying to get the gas, and the kids still out there. They got telephones. They trying to record shit. They're recording shit, yet they're antagonizing the police officers. And y'all getting up in their face with cameras. They're telling y'all to take your black asses home, but y'all want to sit down here and antagonize them, and then run and get mad because they're throwing the damn tear gas. See, that's dumb. That is so fucking dumb. You done made your point, supposedly. Okay, did you make your point? Why are you out here so late right now to do what? To do motherfucking what? You ain't got no signs no more. Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all just out here to be out here, wanting to tear up shit. This don't make no goddamn sense. And see, as far as I'm concerned, they need to take all y'all asses down and make y'all spend about a week in the goddamn county some damn where. Shit. Ugh. All right, children. We'll try this again the next time, honey. Right now, I'm